because they are of one Father. Third characteristic is that the Son is connected to the purpose and vision of the house. The believer, the member, the disciple, and the minister don't care about where the ministry is going on. All they want to know is that I can preach. I can go in the pulpit already. And once I can go in the pulpit, they don't listen to nothing else. But you see the Son has more interest than that. Because the Son knows that if the business go down, Daddy now give me no more money. Because Daddy now get no more income to give me what I want. So the Son have more interest, in the vision and the purpose of the house. So if we are sons, we are not only interested in coming, we come, and all I want to know is that the mic turn on. And once Lloyd is in the control room and turn it on, it's alright. But none of us business if the amplifier want to fix. Nobody care if the guitar don't put up properly. All you know, me a musician, me a guitarist. All you know when I come, I can play the music, I can play the guitar. But when I finish playing, I leave the same place. I have no interest. But if you are a son, you have more than just coming to play. You have the interest in what's going on. If it's dirty, it's not going to last long. So you have a time to go and go and clean the instrument. Because what? You have more interest than just coming. You don't come and see the fan spinning, and nobody using it and say, "Sure, make it clear." You have interest because you know the more it spins and the more light bill. So it's more money than take to pay the bill. So you have more than the Son is more than just coming in these doors. They are interested in the vision and the purpose of the house. The Son will continue the vision of the Father. And the Son don't stay one side and hijack the vision. Some of us, we will stay one side and we see the podium, we see the one like a part like a tear off. And instead of we say, I can use a little nail and hammer and put it together. You stay one side and criticize and say, why we should not stay there? Put it and drop down. In the season one fix. Deacon Smith, when they come at prayer meeting in the morning, Deacon Smith usually walk with hammer and nail and screw. And he would walk around and any one of these benches is look shaky. He would use it hammer without saying anything to anybody, and he would nail them up and screw them up. Sometimes when you hear the knocking, the one who knocking when you look, Deacon Smith fixing. He's not just interested in coming and sitting on the bench. Because I know if the bench is not steady and sturdy, it's going to break down with him. And others go around and do these things. Sons are interested in the vision and purpose of the house. Fourth, sons will provide for the vision of the house. Sons will provide for the vision of the house. So they're not only interested in it, but they know to carry out the vision, they have to do something. So they will provide. Servants will work for wages, but sons work for inheritance. Servants will do whatever they can, but sons will do more than they should because they want to see the vision continue. The sons will invest because they know that when they invest in the vision, one day they will inherit the vision. If you have a business and you don't invest in it, then one day the business is going to go down. So the son will make sure that the business is going to go down by investing in it. Because one day they will be the inheritance. Their heart is attached to the word. That's the son. The fifth characteristic of being a son is that the son will become fathers one day and carry the legacy to new heights. Every son have an ambition to be father one day. So, if you are not a good son, you won't be a good father. You cannot carry on the legacy of your father if you are not a good son. So the son will not sit back and see somebody tearing down his father's business and just sit and fold his hand and say, "Talk in the business of my father won." The son will get up and say, "You can't do that. Oh, you need to take out the sugar out of the father's business. If you keep on taking out the sugar and pay for it, the father never have no money to buy back the stock. And I going to suffer because I won't able to get no money for him to go to school. I won't get no lunch money." The son will not sit by and see the business go down and don't do anything. The son will get up and react to it. The son will put a stop to it. The son will do what he must do. When the servant can lay back and say, "Why I don't want to wash up the dishes? I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that." The son cannot. The son has to be on the lookout, on the alert to make sure that his father's vision and purpose is fulfilled. And this is where we ought to strive to be. If all of us in here are sons of this ministry, if all of us are sons and good sons, real sons, genuine sons of this ministry will get to heights that it marvels everybody. Because what? All of us have the same mind, the same intention, and all of us looking to get to the same position, the same level. All of us want to get that inheritance. All of us want to get that inheritance. And if you don't take care of the inheritance, how are you going to inherit it? If you destroy your father's business, you won't inherit nothing. So this is where we ought to be, sons. And when I say sons here mean male and female. Because we are neither male nor female when it comes to God. We are sons of God. And because we are sons of God, then we ought to take care of our Father's business. Jesus said to the Jew, to Joseph and Mary, "Which see not that I must be about my Father's business?" That's why I'm here. I'm here to do my Father's business. So I'm taking